As the next chapter in U.S. history begins, we take a look at what's next for President-elect Joe Biden and the change he plans to bring to the White House. This after a contentious battle for the presidency with no word on when President Trump might concede. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest from Wilmington, Delaware.
The morning after a historic win, President-elect Joe Biden back to his Sunday routine of attending church. He also visited the gravesite of his late son, Beau. A more personal day for the former vice president as he prepares to assume the nation's highest office.
He's going to begin transition work in earnest this week. He'll be making calls. He'll be making announcements to the American people about how he's going to make good on these campaign promises.
Those promises include looking past party lines to turn the pandemic around. He says he'll be launching a coronavirus task force on Monday to help ramp up testing and contact tracing as cases surge across the country.
I'll work as hard for those who didn't vote for me as those who did. Americans have called upon us to marshal the forces of decency, the forces of fairness, to marshal the forces of science and the forces of hope.
Sources tell ABC News he's also discussing signing a series of executive orders to reverse some of President Trump's policies, like rejoining the Paris Climate Accords and the World Health Organization, plus repealing the travel ban. A record more than 74 million Americans voted for the Biden ticket. Kamala Harris making history as the first woman, first black person, and first American of South Asian descent to be elected vice president.
But while I may be the first woman in this office, I will not be the last.
Meantime, the president was on the golf course for a second day in a row, still falsely claiming he actually won the election, with no word of when he might concede, instead vowing to fight the results in court. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham backing him on Fox News.
President Trump should not concede. If I were President Trump, I would take all this to court. I'd fight back.
And people close to the president tell ABC News he is angry and defiant, focusing on lawsuits rather than conceding. However, many in his inner circle, including some of his family and closest advisors, are fully aware that this election is over. Rena Roy, ABC News, Wilmington, Delaware.